Good morning. I wanted to jump on here and give a quick explanation of our Mashona cattle. I'm going to tell you what we're doing and why and how it works for us. We initially bought 3 Mashona heifers about 5 years ago. Then we added about 28 heifers to those last year. They're all 100% Mashona. Maybe you've never heard of Mashonas. Maybe you have. But why would we want those when the majority of our cattle are Angus?
We feel like the Mashona, they're going to play a huge role in a profitable, regenerative, extremely low, if not no, input cow-calf operation.
The Mashona have a unique ability to maintain their body condition on forage, which for us, that's what we're looking for. Something else to point out is their bags. Every one of them look the same, and they all look just like that. Just like this cow's udder right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they all look just like that. Hey, lady. And their disposition is phenomenal. But I'm not sitting here bragging on these things, or I'm just speaking from the heart how we feel about them. We think they are the neatest, sweetest cows there are. And we think that we do know from experience, these older cows from the first 3 that I bought, they've never missed. So, that's hard to beat. Will all of them be like that all the time? No, don't eat me. They won't. But look at how slicked off they all are. That's a sign of early sexual maturity and good hormonal balance. Look at how they're eating. This girl right here, she's eating a weed. Look at their body condition. They stay in pretty good body condition all the time. Well, for fertility and for health, if you're running your animals on forage and not supplementing them, a cow's ability to maintain or at least get a quick, great body condition when it's time to calf is critical. It's critical to breed back. So that's what we like about them. They're very short-haired, which in our country, that's wonderful. I would think as you go further north, it wouldn't be as good. You would definitely want to somehow dilute those with like an Angus, like we're doing. Because there's going to be a point in there where these are so heat tolerant and so short-haired that they might have difficulty as the climate gets extremely cold. South Dakota, Wyoming, things like that, they might have a very difficult time. So you might want to look at some other breeds for that. But for south central Oklahoma and probably all of Texas, except for maybe as you get over in the western panhandle, these would be a great option. And I know my dad has a cousin that had Mashona years ago over in New Mexico. Brenda, if you caught this, I wish we would have known then. As usual, you're way ahead of all of us. Anyway, so I guess they did pretty well over there. It's with respect to cold, they didn't have an issue. So we just love them, and we're trying to breed up a cross with them. We're still going to maintain a full-blood Mashona herd, because we think they're important to the cows, to the cow market for the U.S. We think that these type of cattle are important for sustainability, because as prices go up, as fertilizer goes up, as feed costs goes up, as vaccinations go up, as antibiotics go up, as all of these go up, we need to start being able to come off of these and have an animal that'll survive and perform without them.
With these Mashona, we feel we have a better chance of working with nature, because that's how they had to do it for years. So if we're wanting to run our business to work with nature, these are the type of cattle we need, just like the Spanish goats are what we need. I've said this before, the more you work with nature, the less expensive it is to run your operation.
And these are still unimproved enough where they've had to do it on their own, and so they still do it on their own. That's what we want. So what you're seeing right here, these two black, actually the black in the middle, that's a female that was born here on this place out of a black Mashona. I had bought 3 heifers that kind of started our Mashona herd over here. They had 2 heifers and a bull, and then now we've built it up to, with my folks' heifers that they sold me, or sold Lisa and I, it's up to 35 or so Mashonas. So our Mashona cattle, which are everything in here except the red tags, that's this year's heifers out of our big cow herd. Those are half Mashona, half Angus. They're going to be bred to Mashonas this year. The straight Mashonas are. The red tags, which are the Mashona Angus, are going to be bred to Elvis and the 3 brother bull calves that I've got, that I saved. See that crooked smile? That's why we call him Elvis. He is an outstanding bull. He is the perfect bull for a heifer and for an Angus Mashona heifer. Now obviously Elvis, he's probably going to do most of the work. There we go. That's the A-team for the heifers. And then the big herd of cattle is going to be bred to straight Mashona bulls again. So what we'll have to do is we will have to pick a couple of bulls, Mashona bulls, out of the bull battery that we want to put with the Mashona females this breeding season. And we'll try to pick different ones, but I'm partial to a couple of them, and I may end up picking the same ones again that I did last year. Regardless, let's take a look at some of the bulls right now and just kind of see what they look like. All of these bulls that you're seeing here are Mashona, and they will go on our main herd, which is going to give us our Angus cross, and then we'll put a couple of them on our straight Mashona cows with the new heifers, the white tag heifers. So that's going to give us our animals that we'll add to our straight Mashona herd, and our bulls that we'll utilize on our Angus herd for a little while. So I guess I can say, to sum everything up, every female on this place this year is going to be bred to some kind of Mashona. It's either going to be a Mashona Angus or a straight Mashona, and the bulk of them are going to be bred to Mashona. So that's how we feel about it. And we've been in the cow-calf business for 28 years, 30 years, something like that. That's how important we feel they are. So I hope somebody got something from that. It doesn't mean go out and buy some Mashona. It just means this is another option if you're wanting to become more sustainable, and especially if you're in the southern part of the United States, you may want to research them. Go do your own research on your own. That way you can make your own decision. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the little video on the Mashona cattle. We'll see you next time.